What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, post-commentating a duel, one of my own. Haven't done one of these in so long. I've been caught up school, also playing a lot of League of Legends. I'm playing Blackwings. This is new format. Blackwings are so much fun, so much control, and I love them. So, yeah, that's why I love. My opponent is actually playing Fire Fist, as you'll get to see here. So, it's a matchup of the control decks of the format. It was a pretty long game. This is sped up 2 times speed, and it's 11 minutes long. So, 20-minute game. It was quite fun. So, hope you guys are going to enjoy this. I open up with Bora, Whirlwind, and Warning, and he's just going to summon the bear. I'm going to Warning, flip my Bora down, flip it back up, and then pay 2,000. So I got 2 Kalutes in hand and 2 Sirokkos. 2 Sirokkos I'm not really a fan of, but the 2 Kalutes I'm liking. I draw into Blizzard, which is nice. I'm just going to poke here for free damage, because he said 4 back row, so what I'm thinking is, okay, if it's like a Mirror Force, then I have Blizzard. If he vanishes it, then I'll be kind of sad. But then I'll just be able to summon Sirocco if he plays anything. So we're good. He'll summon Wolf Bark and get back that bear. So, yeah, Wolf Bark just came out pretty recently, so gives Fire Fist some more tools to play with. He's going to go into the Tiger King and use its effect to grab the Tenki. And then use Tenki to grab, I think, a Wolf Bark, actually, because so much recycling. Nope, gets a bear. Okay, I'm dumb. And then I think he's just going to pass over to me here because he knows I have a Kalute in hand. Okay, so basically here I'm just like, okay, I know I have Kalute, you know I have Kalute, I'm just going to poke, see what you have. He Mirror Forces, I'm fine with that. Main phase 2, summon Blizzard, get Bora back, and I'm like 90% sure. I know he has the Warning, is the thing, and he might even have a bottomless. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at my extra deck for a second, and then I'm just not going to do anything. Here's my mentality. If he attacks in a Blizzard, all I do is I Kalute and he's gone. If he attacks in a Bora, I still have Blizzard up and I can Kalute next turn. So my thought process is either one he attacks into, I'll still have Blizzard on field and I'll be good. You know, he'd have to attack into Bora basically, and then I'd still have Blizzard. Whereas if I had Synchro, he would have just Warninged and I would have been gone. So yeah, but he's actually going to drop the bear here, which is something I'm like, wow, probably should have thought of that. But it all turns out for the best. He attacks over to Bora, and I take the 1,600 from the bear, which is fine. He's going to grab the Tenki, and now here's where he gets the Wolf Bark. Yeah, now it is. Yeah, I know these things. So now I'm in a decent position. The 2 Kalutes is really nice for me. I also have another Blizzard in hand, so I can make plays with that. I top deck in the MST, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for it. Let's hit the Warning. I know I can hit it. I hit the Warning. I'm just like, I knew it. The predictions. I'm so good. And after that, I was just like, that is so great. I'm thinking about putting down the Sirocco here, but I'm like, going back and forth between Sirocco and Blizzard. I wasn't sure. And right now I'm like, let's hope you have absolutely nothing, because if you have anything, I'm just going to straight up lose. I'm pretty low in comparison to him, so not looking great for me right now. I'm just going to drop the Sirocco, hope he has nothing. I clench my teeth, and I see no response from him, so I'm just going to get Black Whirlwind Dog. Whirlwind is such a good card this format, and you can draw it so consistently now. If you can get 2 off, you're just godlike. It's amazing. I don't run enough Blackwings for it to be overpowered. I might run that guy that when you add him to your hand, you special summon him, but I'm not really sure. He's alright. I'm actually going to Gale here, just so I can have the attack of Tiger King, in case he Mirror Forces, but then he discards the Veiler, and so I'm like, okay, I can roll with this. If he has Mirror Force, I should make Stardust. If he has practically anything else, I should make Thought Ruler. So I say, okay, he's used 1 Mirror Force up this game. He probably doesn't have another one set. It's possible, but unlikely. So I'm just going to go for the Thought Ruler in case he's got the Deep Prison or the Bottomless. Probably would have Bottomless Sirocco, but he did not, so I'm guessing he doesn't have it. Attack over the bear, gain 16,000 life points. And I'm like, wow, I'm good. Lose 16,000, gain 1,600. And now I'm up to 6,000. He's at 53, so I'm actually winning here. My problem is I have 2 Kalutes in hand, but no Blackwing on the field, so I can't really do anything. He's got Tiger King effect here to stop my Thought Ruler from getting an effect until the end of my turn, so I was kind of worried about that at this point, because I was thinking, okay, I doubt he's like a Smashing Ground or anything, but he's probably got a Deep Prison set, and he's just going to wait till my next turn to attack over, or try to get me to attack over, and then just Deep Prison it. He's going to summon his Wolf Bark here, which I knew he had in hand. Special summon the bear, and I was wondering here, like, what are you going to go into? I'm not really sure. He's going to overlay here and go into another Tiger King. So I guess that works for him. Now here, I was just like, oh, very clever. He adds the Tensu. And so I'm like, oh, he's going to make another normal summon play. And then he's just like, okay, that's good. I don't really need to summon anything else. I was just like, wow. I was expecting a bigger play from you. So he's got 3 back row. I actually didn't draw into a lot of back row. Like, the beginning of this game, my hand was full of monsters. I play, like, a decent amount of monsters in this deck just to be consistent. Know that I'll always have some in hand, but might drop a few. Like, I don't know how many Sorokas I want, 2 or 3, but maybe it's too much. He's just going to attack right now, and I'm just like, oh, I know you have something. And so he lances. I take 500, and I get ready to take the damage from the Tiger King, but he doesn't attack with it, so that's fun. He sets another card and passes over to me. I'm like, okay, good. I love Shura so much, but with all the stuff I've drawn already, like, I'm not sure if it's that good in this situation. He can get Bora with Whirlwind, but I can't, like, attack over and get something, because anything lower than 1500, that's just Gale and Vayu, and I don't run Vayu because it's really, like, not a good card to draw into. Anyway, I summon Blizzard. He Vanity Emptinesses, so I'm like, alright, I'm just going to attack. And I have 2 Kalutes, so basically I'm good no matter what you have. I wait for a response from him, and he's just like, do you have one? And I'm like, yeah, I have Kalute. And he's going to chain his weird trap, Tensen, which I didn't know people ran, but I guess people run, and then I just dropped the second Kalute to get rid of him. So, that's good. Yeah, he was a little bit over my attack before, so second Kalute puts me over. Second clue was my insurance. It was my ace in the hole, and I also get rid of the Vanity's Emptiness with that. So that's all good. He's going to draw 1, and my grave is actually getting pretty full. At this point, I'm like, wow, Avarice would be really nice for this deck right now. I had 3 Kalutes back in a deck. That'd be crazy. He's going to attack over with Tiger King, and just say, okay, I'll take it. That's the reason, actually, I run the Against the Winds in this deck. It's a really weird card, but I run it. Anyway, I hit the Lance, summon Sirocco, and I'm going to grab my last Kalute in the deck. I'm thinking about grabbing something else, but I'm just, like, going to grab it. But Against the Wind lets you, like, recycle Kalutes, which is really nice, along with basically any Blackwing, so it's really cool. I'm just going to attack over with Kalute, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy, I'm going to pass turn. And then he says effect, and I'm just like, whoa! No one ever gets that effect off. So he's going to get the effect off. He looked at his deck for a second, and for a minute, I'm just like, oh my god, he doesn't have anything. He's not going to play anything. And then he checks his grave, and then looks back at his deck, and summons 2 bears. So, yeah, sucks for me, but I'm not in a bad position. We're 3-3 in card advantage. He just gets another one, so it's 4-3. Not bad at all. Whirlwind is a card that basically creates advantage. It's like so many pluses I've gotten off it already this game. I can get even more. He's going to put them both in attack mode. Just like, alright, well, I better brace myself for whatever comes next. He's going to attack, and I'm like, do you have another Lance? What do you got here? And then he's like, main phase 1, so he screwed up. He went into battle phase accidentally, clicked it wrong, or maybe he was thinking he had something that he didn't. Don't know why. He was probably just a misclick because, yeah, he probably wasn't like, Bear, that's Forbidden Lance, right? Or Boar, actually. He's going to Boar into Crimson Blader, which is really interesting. It limits my synchroing possibilities and my... Not really Sirocco? I don't know. Does he stop normal summons? I'm not sure. Anyway, he's going to get the Crimson Blader and Bear effect off, and then he's going to get the Tensu, because he doesn't have any more tankies. So, I draw into Duality here. I'm thinking about using it, but I decide it's too risky. I'm just going to make an Xyz with Shura. So I'm going to get Shura, grab Bora with Whirlwind, special Bora, and overlay into Utopia. Now he says wait here, and I get really scared. I'm just like, oh god, he's got Bottomless, it's over, I'm done. And then he's just like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize how Blackwings worked. I guess, I don't know, maybe he didn't know Bora effect, I'm not 100% sure. He didn't know something, which is understandable if he started playing early, because no one plays Blackwings, up until now, when they come back. Anyway, I attack over that bear, then he's just going to ram into me. I'm going to attach 1, and my turn now. He's going to set 1, I'm going to draw Shura, and I could go for another Xyz here, but I'm just going to Duality, hit Mirror Force, Lance, and Dark Hole. I actually decided to grab the Mirror Force just for the safe play. I know Lance would work, but if he has anything macro-wise, I basically lose, and Mirror Force was the much more safe play, so I'm going to grab that instead, and then next turn, I was thinking I could make an Xyz and do something. Probably a Gygax Cowboy with Shura and Bora. So that was my game plan. Drawn to the bottomless, which isn't bad at all. But I just checked to see if I have another Bora. I do. Grab that Bora, add it to hand, and special it. And he's going to Vanity's Emptiness here. So that was the little card in the middle that I've been watching for so long. And I'm going to pass to him now. We're kind of a standstill because I have the Mirror Force. He knows, and he's got the big monster. I know. And he's got the Emptiness on the field. So we're going to do absolutely nothing for a minute here, which is pretty interesting. Some interesting stuff. I actually top deck Icarus Attack, which is hilarious because that card is so good right now. The control it provides you is amazing. When you get free pluses off Whirlwind and then you just get rid of them with Icarus Attack, and you basically go +1 if you plus off Icarus. And that's actually the game right there. That was a Mirror Force, so it was the correct play to add Mirror Force to my hand. If I had gotten that other card, I would have just straight up lost the game. Anyway, I'm talking past the length of the video clip, so I'll see you. Not exactly sure what I'm doing with League of Legends clips. We'll see. If no one watches them, I'll stop uploading them. If a million people start watching them, then I'll pack my bags and move to California.